Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for one of my favorite comic book series out there right now, which is Hawkeye issue 5. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update that I have 2 reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Smallville Season 11 issue 8 and Earth 2 issue 7. So actually Smallville Season 11 issue 8 was my pick of the week, so that will be featured on my channel. And if you want to go check out Earth 2 and Smallville, go to Dark Avenger Inc. in the description below. There'll be a link to Dark Avenger Inc. so you can go check those out. So let's talk about Hawkeye issue 5 though. Let's talk about the cover. Love this cover. If you didn't see last issue's cover, it was the tape, just a regular tape, and now we have blood scattered, this tape is destroyed. I just love the concept of that, and the blood makes it look so interesting, this cover. And I've been loving the covers for Hawkeye. Every cover has been great for this, and I love the art for this series. Great cover. Great series in general. Let's see if I like this story. So this is the second part of the tape, the first story arc for Hawkeye. So it's kind of a simple story arc, but it is a story arc. It's a 2-parter. So we get to see the ending of how's Clint going to escape, and we find out how Kate is discovered that she was Madame Mask, and how they both are going to escape the real Madame Mask. And she also finds out what was on the tape, and we actually get to see a picture of what was on the tape with Clint killing one of these people. I don't know if they mentioned the name of the guy, but K-Fong. Du K-Fong was the person he killed. So in the news it's supposed to be that Navy SEALs killed them, but we don't know exactly what Navy SEALs did it. So we find out Kate is shocked because Clint said he never killed anybody, and he lied to her. But she still runs with Clint, saves Clint and everything, and they run away. And we actually find out, here's a little spoiler, which was interesting. S.H.I.E.L.D. says, alright, so you found the tape. And Kate's like, yeah, I found the tape. Clint, why did you lie to me? And Clint said, I never would lie to you. I didn't lie to you. And we find out the tape was actually made for Captain America, Hawkeye, and I think, let me see if they mentioned names. I know it's Captain America, Hawkeye, and let's see. Oh, whatever. There's just 3 very important Avengers. So we get to see that they only made the tape. That way the Navy SEALs' names wouldn't go out. So that was really interesting, and I like that type of twist, because I really did think Clint killed somebody, but he actually didn't. It was just made that way they would save the SEALs and their identity. So it wasn't as big as it's supposed to be, but they didn't want to show that if they store this tape, that people would find out, oh, well, the Navy SEALs did do it, but they'll figure out the names of who actually did kill this guy. So I thought that was very brave of Clint and everything, and I just really enjoyed this issue. I'll try to look at the part where he says, where Kate asks, hey, why did you lie to me? And then Clint says, I would never lie to you. So I actually want to see that part. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, and also the other person that they made a tape was Wolverine, so they actually mentioned that here. Let me look. Yeah, I can't find that scene. But I thought it was actually really, really nice that Clint would say that. I thought that was a very touching part. And I love Kate and Clint's relationship with each other. We get to see it shine again in this issue. I love their dynamic. They just work so well together. And I just thought that whole ending, that it wasn't really a cliffhanger, but it was kind of a heartfelt ending. And one thing I really liked about this story arc in general is that it wasn't that cliffhanger. It's like, what just happened? It was more like a subtle cliffhanger, like with last issues when we found out Kate was Madame Mask. It was a subtle cliffhanger saying, oh, what, Kate was Madame Mask? Oh, now, that makes sense. And I think with the end of this issue, it was kind of more of that subtle cliffhanger where you're surprised and you enjoy it. But it wasn't more that jaw-dropping cliffhanger, and I think that's okay. I think if you're shocked, it makes that story interesting. What I loved about this story arc, actually, was it was simple. It wasn't like, oh, this is happening, oh, this is happening, so much going on, and not a lot. I mean, there was action, but it wasn't so much action that too much was going on. I felt like it was very simple, subtle. This whole story arc was subtle, and I loved that. And I love that about Hawkeye in general. This whole series is very simple and subtle, and we get to see Clint as Clint. Yes, we get to see Clint as the Avenger, but we get to see him as just Clint sometimes. And we get to see he's a normal guy, He's not a billionaire. He's not from a super soldier. He doesn't have powers. He's a normal guy who's just trying to help. And we also get to see Kate, who's a really great sidekick, and their dynamic is just great. Their personalities clash so well, and that's why I've been really loving this Hawkeye series. Kate was one of my favorite comic book characters. You know, she's on the list, top 10 or whatever. She is one of my favorites, and just seeing team up with Clint, and Clint becoming one of my favorite archers and one of my favorite characters because of this series. Because the series is definitely like top 2 favorite comic book series, you know, for this year, and definitely one of my favorite series of all time. It's just really greatly written. The art is really good. The only complaint I have with this issue, actually, because it was a different artist than we usually get to see, you could kind of tell it was. Example, the art is usually better than this. I think she looks like Veronica from Archie Comics a lot, and I think there's a lot of examples with that cliffhanger ending from last issue. She looked like Veronica from Archie Comics with that page. So it's kind of, the art is you know, it's not great. For this issue at least, because it was a different artist, but usually the art is amazing, and the colors are so great, and I think it works better with the other artists. But the series is great. If you haven't been reading Hawkeye, read it. It's an awesome series. I recommend it to anybody, even if you don't like Clint, because I never was a big fan of Clint. I've always been a big Green Arrow fan. But reading the series, you have a different perspective on his character, and you're going to really enjoy it. So pick up this issue. I give it 4.5. It was so close to being my pick of the week, but I just enjoy Smallville a little bit more this week. Probably because of the art also. If the art was better, I think this would have been my pick of the week. But I give it 4.5. Very close to my pick of the week. So pick it up. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rad Situations. Hope you pick this up, or at least pick this up in trade. Try out this series. Even if you don't like Clint, I think you'll really enjoy his character, or at least give the first issue a try. They've been reprinting, I think they're up to like their 3rd reprinting of the first issue. So pick it up. Guys, this is Comic Uno. I give this 4.5. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, guys.